going down. It's going down, 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 It's going down.
What is good, everyone? We are at the 5-8 Club in Minnesota. Going to be trying the Jucy Lucy burger.
Yep, so Jucy Lucy is a famous burger here in Minnesota. I guess the recipe or whatever is some nice cheese inside the meat that kind of, catches you by surprise if you don't know what you're ordering. But yeah, excited to try it and see what's all about.
Thank you.
Enjoy, guys.
Thank you.
Oh.
We got the famous
All right, so we
Jucy
got the-
Lucy. All right, let's see. There it is.
Take a perfect bite right there, huh?
That's good.
That's pretty good. I might have to come here when I move here. Might have to come back. So throughout your time, you were a pro for, what, a very long time? What, 7, 8 championships?
6.
6?
I appreciate that though.
Yeah, I try to gas you up a little bit. You kind of trolled yourself, but who is your favorite teammate of all time? And you can't say me, obviously, because I'd probably be number 1, but...
Favorite team will probably be Pac-Man. I think he's my straight answer mostly every time.
Johnny T. Pac-Man.
Yeah, you team with them.
Can you elaborate why be Pac-Man? Because I'm sure the community would probably be pretty surprised when you team with a lot of people.
I think it was pretty much the guy that taught me the ropes, let me be a slayer before I became a role player for most of my championship teams. So it was just fun to just be able to go out there and kill.
Yeah. I mean, I like teaming with John, too.
You teamed with them for what, 3 months? About? Yeah, I teamed with them for
That's
like
my
2 years.
dub-digit duo.
Uh-huh.
We were running pockets in S&D. Optic, they didn't want to see us on Sovereign S&D, but I'm dropping 12 bombs and then to knock them out of UMG Nashville. Come on.
Yeah,
say it.
early on you were the optic stopper, huh?
Early on.
Yeah.
What's one thing, one moment in your career that you look back on? Well, one moment where like, that makes you lose full the most, and one moment that you're the most proud of. Like, what's your moment you're like, wow, I wish this went differently, and then a moment you're like, I can't believe that this happened and I did this.
One of which what did you say? Wish it went differently or made me lose full?
Like, which one did you, like, a game did you choke, or like something where you're like, you should always remember, you always,
I choked a good amount.
when you're in your bed, you're literally in your bed, or you're in your shower, washing your body, shampooing your hair, and you're just like, bro, I can't believe this happened, I didn't win this event, or I can't believe
I
this
think it'll
happened, and I
probably
choked.
be stage 1, Black Ops 3.
The Heat Wave fiasco?
Yeah.
That was
I
a
think
tough
if we
time.
win that, my career is a lot differently. Not that I regret anything, just because obviously everything happens for a reason. But that one or World War II champs. World War II champs, a lot more had to happen. Whereas that was just one round.
That was like
if
one
we won it, we
play,
won the
like,
championship.
yeah, it happens.
Like, yeah, we beat TK. A lot can happen, and we're probably the favorites. But
Yeah. What was one moment where you're like,
proud moment?
yeah, that you're like, I can't believe this happened, like,
Seattle. It had to be the Seattle Looters run.
Oh,
We
World
go
War
from top 20 to win the tournament.
yeah, that was that Seattle? Yeah, that was Seattle. 'Cause I remember we actually beat you in pool play,
Yeah.
and then you guys started in losers, I think. Or did you start in losers? Or
Yeah.
did you
Top
lose?
20.
Top 20, and then just ran through the whole bracket. That was a crazy tournament. Yo, this burger's kind of hidden.
Yeah, the greatest finals comeback of all time. That happened last year.
I got a few of those.
Walk me through that. Some call you the clutch guy.
No, I wouldn't take that name. I would have more than 8 event wins if I was a clutch god. So we got to get at least double digits.
Oh yeah, we
before.
won't talk about the Black Ops 4 fiasco.
Everyone has their moments when they choke and when they clutch. It just happens. So you want to avoid the choking moments though. Like sometimes you wobbling a fence. Sometimes you'll get 6 points
That was
versus
a 2K.
the team that won a world championship later on that weekend. But it happens. But the most recent time versus Toronto in the finals, we were just getting smoked. We were getting, and then after every map we're just like, all right, we're warmed up now.
Well, what was
it's time to
first
start
map
frying.
Like 250
First
to
map,
6?
it was like 250, like 30 something or 50. It was checkmate hardpoint. And looking back on it, we probably should have vetoed that because they all of a sudden got nasty on that map after we beat them the previous tournament on it. And they smoked us 2 times after. So after every map, we're just like, all right, we're warming up now, we're warming up. And next thing you know, we're down 0-3. And we kind of give a little fight when, I think it was Raid.
Was it a control?
Control, I think we have a little fight on Control. And then the following hardpoint, we gave like a little fight. But we're starting to like come alive. And then the tides turned Miami SND. That was our bread and butter, our go-to. I think we were like 8-2 on that map or something. Like we very rarely lost that map. And we won one map, so it like felt good. Like, all right, we're making the finals a little bit respectable, but we really thought nothing of it. But the whole time in the comms, we're just like, yo, we're gonna be here all night. We're gonna be winning. Like, all it takes is just a couple maps. And then as the maps went on, we added another one on, and another one. And when we got to APOC Hardpoint, I knew if we won the APOC Hardpoint, we were winning the series no matter what.
Was that map?
That was
8?
map 8, yeah. And we started off on good side, but we almost got flipped out. We like kind of like half got flipped out, but we somehow like brought it back. And it was like a nail biter to like 110, 110. And then we just took off. We won like 250 to 160. And then we just had all the momentum in the world going into that map 9. It was great S&D. We were just delusionally confident, and we just felt like whatever we do, we couldn't lose after winning.
That was their bread and butter.
Yeah, that was their bread and butter. But the thing is, they didn't play that map for a really long time before.
Yeah, everyone vetoed it.
Everyone vetoed it versus them because they were like 10 and something on it. They were elite at that map. So we just kind of knew. I think we might have beat them the day before on that map too.
We always talk about it.
Because like,
when you get to a game 5 or whatever, that last S&D, it doesn't really matter. Records don't matter.
They really don't matter anymore. Because like people are just, especially in the finals, people are just like, it's a whole new day of Call of Duty. Anything can happen. And then we just did what we wanted to on the night. We just played confident, hit, I think we went up like 5-2.
Yeah, no, you guys just
Something like that. We lost a round. And then in the 2v1, or Preston and I were in like a 2v3, I think. He got a kill, then I got a kill, and we made it a 2v1.
Yeah, with Kleenex.
And then Kleenex was like in top L, Preston's Tiki, and he like.
No, the flip. Kleenex wasn't Tiki, Preston
Oh,
was
Preston was
top
top L, yeah. And I was like steps because we like I wanted to make sure he didn't go plant the other bomb site, and he called him over here, and then Preston, I was like, yo, stay down, I can check bomb. So like he could have just like ran away, and I could check bomb, and we went automatically. But then he died, and I'm like, oh. Do I just push down the steps and maybe he's playing, maybe he's not?
Because he had time to plan.
But then I was just pre-aiming and he just came running up the steps and I killed him and I was just started. I just got up, started screaming. Felt like I was gonna pass out. I think if I was gonna pass out, I was like, oh my God, I need to like regain real quick. But yeah, it was definitely, I think it is the craziest comeback that I've been a part of for sure. Just because being down 0-4, like no one expected that to happen. All the tweets.
Everyone was saying that was going to be the worst final.
Everyone was like,
myself included.
We were down 0-3, 0-4. Everyone was like, this is the worst finals ever.
I stopped watching.
They got one map. I don't know, everyone started leaving the venue and everything too.
I think I queued a Val match and then I came back and you guys were like I remember, yeah, I was watching it with Gunja. And we're like, if they push it to like a map 8, then I'll watch again. And then you guys ended up there.
Yeah, I don't know how we did it, but can't give up, man. You gotta keep fighting.
That is typical.
You gotta keep
How'd
fighting.
you like the burger?
We're solid so far. I'm still working on it though. I've been talking a little too much.
Burger.
The Juicy Lucy is pretty far, I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk about like, your coaching off season. What teams were you like, did you kind of like talk to? Did you have multiple teams hitting you up? Like what was your thought process going into coaching?
I had a couple, won't disclose who they were, but it was a couple, and then I was honestly surprised to get hit up by Jake. I think he hit me up like within 2 minutes of my tweet saying that I was going to be coaching, so you guys were always a top pick. Obviously, it's kind of like when you're a player going into the offseason, wanting to fill in a team, you're going to try to get into like a top 4 team, so obviously you guys ended the year, I'd say arguably like top 4, top 3. Easily probably top 3. Now that I think about it, just you,
We're
Ultra,
guaranteed top 4.
Yeah, guaranteed top 4,
like
you can argue top 3.
We beat FaZe, Dallas, and Ultra twice at Major 5.
But you had the hardest. You also had the hardest bracket at Stage 5.
Yeah, and then at Champs, we lost to Dallas, and then we lost to Toronto.
So
like we're in the top 4 range for sure.
Once Jake hit me up, and also I've just heard nothing but great things about just ROKKR in general. I talked to them honestly coming into the inaugural season for MW. So I knew that they were going to be a good franchise to be under. So it's kind of an easy pick.
No, yeah. I mean, I love ROKKR. They're elite. I'm not just saying it because they got cameras filming right now. ROKKR is an elite org. Like, I really like ROKKR, and they just like care and they do a lot of stuff, and they just want what's best for you and the team and their community. So I always tell me, I'm like, yo, ROKKR's elite. So I was glad to get you on board too, and then having you just help kind of like guide us, because if we can get our respawn really good as soon as possible, right when that happens, we're already a championship team.
Yeah.
Because our S&D is always going to be elite. We're going to have our peaks. Like, we're going to have time where we're elite in S&D. Sometimes when you're kind of going through it, but
Yeah,
If
you
we
go
get our
through with S&D when your respawn's really good.
Yeah, if we get our respawn to that level, like we can easily win multiple championships throughout the year.
But what are you rating this Jucy Lucy?
Honestly, it was really good. As you can see, it's been erased from my plate. I'd probably give it like an 8. It was really good.
I actually have the same rating. I got
8?
like solid 8. Yeah.
8.
And one last question. You know, with all these teams forming this year, what are you most looking forward to? You think these teams are going to be competition, or what team out of these teams that are forming that are new? Obviously, ROKKR, Ultra, and FaZe stayed the same. So out of these new, fresh team build, which one are you more looking for as your top competition? That has been announced.
You could say like the Optic Dallas roster. I mean, everyone knows that roster. The New York team, not more so the teams at the top got better. The teams at the bottom, like the LAGs, the Seattles, they got better.
Oh,
so like, there's not gonna be more. There's not gonna be like free wins in the league all the time now. Like the league is just more competitive. The talent got spread out with like Slasher, Ace, and Gunless, and them going to LAG. Seattle is like a young roster, but I think they're gonna be pretty solid too if they can put it together, and like all the other teams. So I think like with the 12 teams, like it's just the competition is just higher across the board.
Yeah,
so.
you have to come on your A game.
Yeah,
like
you can't just chill versus anyone. Like you have to come with your A game. Had a great time at the 5-8 club in Minnesota with my coach Dan. The Jucy Lucy's were fire. Definitely, if you're in the area, come try it out. And it was good talking to you, man. I'm excited to get to work this season.
Yeah, definitely.